it looks like Mark is going down to 5, I believe. Because I did see a snap mull earlier, and then it looks
Yeah,
like
on
Mark
the
is mulling again. So one,
yeah, I know
and another
they
one.
both almost immediately mulled their sevens.
Honestly, I was just now thinking, like, we did say, hey, can we move up the life totals? But honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know if life totals are going to matter. Because once the lock is in place, it's just pack it in, go to the next game.
You're right. You're right. What is that? Oh, is that a Mistrise village?
I think
That's
so, actually.
sweet.
That's
That's
a hot one.
sweet.
All
Yeah,
right.
you don't get a Cavern of Souls for your enchantments, so you play Mistrise Village instead. This looks like a turn 1 moon.
That is a turn 1
That's
moon, and it
that is
sticks.
brutal.
This is,
That is
yep.
awesome.
And no land drop, no land
And
drop.
no
Okay, so
second land.
we are probably going to be going to game 2 very shortly.
Chalice on 0 to stop any mana rocks. I don't think. I guess they probably play Lotus Petals. Yeah, they definitely play Lotus Petals.
Yeah, Chow on 0. I probably would have played Chow on 1 personally, but there's a Goblin Bombardier. So getting in for 4. So we are at 18. If I'm just keeping track in my head. So we are at 18, 76, 50, 14. So we have 14 to 20, I believe. Man, Ken is really in a bad spot right here.
Yeah.
And we're just going to pass a turn. There is another
Ooh,
Goblin
another
Bombardier.
Bombardier. What a dude! What a mold of 5. Holy!
This was the best mold of 5 of all time. well, it is the best mold of 5 of all time if the opponent does not have any piece of interaction, which it looks like Ken unfortunately was on that end of the spectrum. Just man. All right, we packing it in. Yep. Okay. All right.
That's crazy. That's
lightning
crazy.
fast. Lightning fast round 1. Okay. So go into the sideboards. I'm going to pull up some deck lists to see kind of what we may be working with out of both of these players. Let's see. Legacy. Blue White X Control. I wonder if there's a Jeskai version. Hey, Snapcaster, Clap, Skies, Fourth Airlings. Okay, so out of Ken's sideboard, looks like Ken has their folder of knowledge with their sideboard plans in play. Very good idea. Very good idea to keep something like that going.
Is there is there like a limit on how big your sideboard guide can be? I thought it used to say like it had to fit in your deck box or something, or was that a rule I just made up?
I don't know. It's always been kind of murky from what I remember. Like I remember one time, not to name names, but there was a tournament I was at one time where one of the players was literally walking around the room while people were writing out their deck lists and like sorting their decks, and was taking notes of like who was on what, how many of this deck there was, how many of that deck there was, and that I'm like almost certain is not allowable, is not okay to do. I didn't even know this player, I just know that happened. But as far as what you can or can't write, I think it's pretty lenient as long as well, actually, I remember Drake Sasser back when he was playing. He had like an entire like 3-ring binder that he like carried around. So
all right,
very well prepared. So I don't think there's a size limit. I think it's just like you can't like make notes about your opponent's like decks, but there definitely consult with a judge. Don't take my word on it.
Yeah. I'll just show up with
I can do this. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, hey, wait, now, my buddy.
Yeah. This streamer I heard said I could do this. Yeah, don't do that. Always defer to the judge.
Jace MTG 420 said I can do this.
Poop Feast 420. Thank you for the follow. Have you ever heard that story? Poop
Yeah.
Feast 420. It's the greatest
Poop Feast.
thing. Poop Feast 420. Let's see. Okay, so already in game 2, Ken is definitely going to be on the play. It looks like both players have kept a 7. Going ahead and
Smart
getting an
guy.
island.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, he could get a forest. Okay, he's getting an island. He's
Hey,
probably smart.
okay. So basic island. Good choice because now turn 1 Blood Moon isn't quite as impactful as it normally would be, but still really harsh though. Still really harsh.
I would say probably still good.
Mm-hmm.
Brainstorm.
And we are brainstorming. Okay. Probably trying to find some kind of more counter spells. I don't think since Ken is on a control deck, I really don't think there's a chance of us seeing Daze. And Daze is a really awkward one against Prison because they can just keep a Simian Spirit Guide in their hand and just pitch it to pay for the Daze, so it really makes Daze not as good. But I don't think we'll have that problem out of Ken's deck. I think it's just going to be hard counters like negations and wills. All right, turn 1 Saga.
Oh my god, I completely forgot. You get to just play Urza Saga in your Blood Moon deck now because of the rule change. Right, and then if you can Blood Moon while it's on chapter 2, you just get infinite thing.
I am so dumb.
That's
I completely forgot that I've been saying lies this entire time. I forgot Ken Taylor was on Sneak and Show. I thought they were on Jeskai Control. That makes that Village make a lot more sense. I've been telling lies this entire time.
I kind of just I thought I was wrong and I just wasn't going to argue. So I know we did see the Jeskai Control. I couldn't remember.
Ken was playing against Jeskai Control. That is what was going on.
That's right.
Okay,
that's right.
That is right. Okay, so correction there. So we have Sneak and Show versus Monterey Prison. So we have the pickups are Lotus Petal, a Braid, Brotherhood's End, and a Thundering Falls. So that it needs to hit red mana, but that Chalice on 1 isn't doing a whole lot. And honestly, I mean, the elephant in the room is we already have an Atraxa in play. Like, I don't know many ways for Sneak and Show to handle that outside of Pyroblast. But Pyroblast is now turned off because of the Chalice on 1.
Because of the Chalice, yeah.
I think Mark has unintentionally played himself.
Or maybe he doesn't have Pyroblast. I mean, he's got to have Pyroblast in. I don't know why he wouldn't.
They do. Yeah, they do play Pyroblast.
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder if the plan is just to make a bunch of Saga tokens, but you're just dead in the air so fast with this Atraxa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Atraxa is going to eat you alive before the Saga tokens do anything. So, and also you're gaining life. You're gaining increments of 7 every turn.
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay. Mark consulting the hand. Oh, Fury. Oh, that is a beater. Okay, so that's a hard cast Fury. So this is lethal next turn. So that's 7 and 6, and he's already been hit for 7 once, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know what else you could even have here.
So he can block. He can block the Fury with the tokens.
I guess is there something in this Mono Red Prison deck that just straight up kills an Atraxa? I don't think so, right?
I mean, I think it's
except
just
Pyroblast.
Well, Ensnaring Bridge. He could find an Ensnaring Bridge.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That is a potential stop for this deck, is if they hit Ensnaring Bridge. So the removal spell of Pyroblast is off the table right now because of the Chalice. But if he hits a ensnaring bridge, that gives him time to find something. But actually, no, it doesn't, because we've already established that Ken has an Abrade in his hand, and he can play that through Chalice since it costs 2, and just keep getting in there. So I think Ken has this game locked up.
The only thing I can think of is maybe we can get these constructs big enough that like we can force a chump, but that's a lot of extra artifacts needed.
Because right now they're 4/4s. They're both 4/4s.
Five. They should be 5/5s.
5/5s. Oh, right? 5/5s. Yes, you're right. Yeah, because
and then the lava spur makes it one of. So now there's 6/6s, 7/7s, and this is gonna make this one an 8/8. So you're attacking for 15.
Okay.
I mean that's pretty good. I don't know what. It really depends on what the Sneak and Show player's life total is right now, though.
Yeah, I wish we had that information.
Ken has
Ken does have Brotherhoods in play.
Okay.
In his hand. The only thing I would be, if I'm in Ken's,
just gonna scoop it up.
Was that game?
I think he was. That was the Sneak and Show player. Yeah, I think so. The big attack happened. They did the math, and the Sneak and Show player didn't even pretend to go to blocks. He just picked up his pen and wrote the new life total. I think that was going to be it.
So. That's why he showed the volcanic island. He showed the volcanic island to be like, hey, I have double red for Brotherhoods in next turn.
Yeah, so probably.
That's what it was. Okay, so Sneak won. Thank you, Primetime.
Going to game 3.
All right, game 3, and this is the hot seat for Ken right now. Ken is sitting on pins and needles because anytime you are on the draw against prison, you are really at the mercy of your opening hand, because if you need to have Force of Will, and you need to them not have a way to make extra mana and have Pyroblast, because Mono Red Prison excels at just having the nuts game like on the opening hand, and just making it impenetrable to even play the game past turn 1. So we're going to see if we can make that happen this round or not, or if Mark's going to make that happen this round or not.
Yeah, I just realized that was a turn 2 Atraxa, huh?
I think it was. Yeah, because he had Lotus Petal, Island, Ancient Tomb, Atraxa. Yeah. I think that's what it was.
That is a tough thing to beat in any format, but especially in Legacy, when you just get to refill your hand with free counter spells and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is a clash of the titans when it comes to opening hands. Like winning, just straight up winning with opening hands, definitely. Oh, excuse me.
So this is round 4, right?
This is round 4. Yes, we should
have.
So
we've got one more and then a top 8.
Yep.
Cool. Prime, do you know how many players we have for this event? I don't know if any of our guys told us.
I don't know if Prime made it to this event or not.
Oh, okay.
But
they were just so fast on the updates. I thought they were just standing there watching.
Yeah, I think. Well, I know Prime is, but I don't know if they made it or not. But usually we float around the area of like 18, 20 players usually.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what I was. That's what I was thinking. I know it's usually around that.
Okay. Now we have Mulligan. So Ken has kept the 7. I think. Did Ken mull it all?
I don't think so. I think they both kept. Okay. I think they both kept 7s. This looks like a moon.
Oh,
Fable.
Fable. That is a hot one.
That's much less scary though.
I mean, to a point, it's still an incredibly scary card because it's a planeswalker. It's quite literally a planeswalker. We might see a Hydra Blast actually. Ken is playing Hydra Blast. Okay, looks like we pitched an extra Ancient Tomb, and I can't tell what part it is.
Looks like
a Magus.
I think it's one of the MDFCs.
Okay.
Maybe. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, just pitch.
My guess would be. My guess would be Sunding Eruption. So, Matt, let me ask you a question. What is the difference and the pros and cons of, let's say, Pyroblast versus Red Elemental Blast? How do you decide which one to play?
I mean, I always pick Pyroblast personally because the main wording difference on them is that Pyroblast can hit anything. Red Elemental Blast can only hit things that are blue. So, like for example,
Right.
like I think it's something how the wording is different. So, like there are cases where you need to just cast a spell to get Storm up to a certain degree, and like I could be like Pyroblast your island or something. You know, obviously doesn't work. But if you need that,
but you get the spell on the stack
for whatever reason, you can still do that. Whereas if there's nothing blue in play or on the stack, you can't cast Red Elemental Blast to target anything.
Gotcha.
That is the primary difference. It's just Pyroblast is just more flexible. I can't think of many points where you'd want that ability, but that's generally why it's considered to be better.
Gotcha.
Okay, so this is going to be a hell of a Brotherhood's End if he has Brotherhood's End. Doesn't look like he did.
Doesn't look like it unless the flute was played on Brotherhood's End, which would be extremely heads up.
Okay, so we have 2/2, a 2/2, a flipped Kiki.
Those constructs are 4/4, 5, 6 6s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, they're both 6 6s. Actually, after attacks, if he swings at the Goblin Shaman, they'll both become 7 7s because of the extra treasure that'll be created.
Right.
So
that would be really, really good for them.
And he can make a token. He can make a copy of the token with the Kiki Jiki if it doesn't have summoning sickness. So, okay, now they can be 8/8s or 9/9s if he makes a copy. This is just.
I mean, those two constructs are almost lethal just on their own.
Yeah, Ken has to have something
he'd have
really cool to survive this turn.
Yeah, he's gonna copy.
Not swinging with the tokens. Do they have summoning sickness?
No. He's copying one of the tokens with the Kiki Jiki.
Oh, okay. All right, so those are all. So he is getting in for 1, 2, 3, 4.
So one of them
5.
was.
Oh,
that could just be lethal. Yeah,
hands the hand, man. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
He had the show and tell. Oh, he must have named show and tell with the disruptor flute, and he's showing him that he had two show and tells with the omniscience.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, so, that is
a little bit of frustration there. Yeah, a little bit of frustration from Ken. Hands in the hands.
I mean, it's understandable. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you play flute. That's why you play it.
Yep. That is yeah. You can definitely see that Ken is pretty tilted about that, which is understandable. You know, tilt does happen.
I mean, that is one of the unfortunate downsides to playing these combo decks that have one or two, enablers, we'll call them, is you get a flute down, you got a 50-50 chance of shutting the game out. So,
yep. Okay,